We are here with
Austin Bear, aka Barely Yu-Gi-Oh!
All right, what'd you play this weekend?
I came to YCS Indy playing Earth Machines.
And you got top 64.
Yes, sir. 62nd place. First time ever making day 2. So.
All right, let's dig on into this, shall we?
Right on, right on. So, as everyone knows, Earth Machines is hands down the most Chad deck that you can possibly play. This is just pure Earth Machines, though, so a little bit of everything. 42 card main. So, again, as everyone knows, the best card in the deck.
Our favorite brick.
Of course, Ancient Gearbox. You have to play one. For the Machinas, we're doing 3 gear frame with the 1 Unclaspar. This ratio will never change, but this is hands down the best Stratos of the entire thing. Also, whenever it's equipped to Therion, you can unequip it and special summon itself as a free extender. So honestly, one of the coolest interactions the entire deck has, but old school cards are still broken.
Of course they are. You gotta love something old school, right?
Of course. And to go along with the old school, we've got the Machina Fortress. Not once per turn, but one of the arguably best extenders in the deck. His older upgraded version, Citadel, complete MVP of the weekend. Just to re-explain one of my favorite plays, it was in one of my future matches, but I had someone that was playing 2 elements with a full board set up. I kaiju'd his totally awesome, and he had taken this with the vampire monster that mills 4 from each of our decks. So he had a full board established, but I prompted his totally awesome, and from that I talenced my own Citadel back, attacked over his Drago Stapelia, and then used my own Citadel to clear his entire board. So I was able to, board wipe essentially with 2 cards, which was pretty insane. And then the Ruin Force, which again, it's kind of the holy trinity of the Machina package. These guys are all broken under skill drain, the fact that they keep bringing themselves back. And these guys, again, are both 2 level 10, or dark, but 2 level 10 machines, which...
Thing's 4,600 attack points.
Yeah. No one had a great time dealing with that this weekend. The Midwest Special, so we've got 3 Harvester, the 1 Brutal Doser, Tunneler, and 2 Trencher. This package is pretty golden, as is I love Trencher at 2. Our card's a great extender. Harvester is absolutely broken with the metal or level modulation, being able to bounce off of Therion to make himself a level 10. Or I did something spicy, but I made Zeus the hard way, and I used him with another level 10 to make them both level 12. And opponent kind of had fun with that. So again, Harvester comes up quite a bit, but the deck has amazing interactions now.
Interesting. Okay. Can't believe we heard made a Zeus.
It isn't supposed to happen that way. 2 Therion. This could be at 3 potentially, but every time I opened it up, it was fine. You can obviously search it with River Stormer now, which is also dumb. But again, you're typically either reviving Bullet just to keep getting Bullet search effect whenever it hits grave, or again, whenever you equip Gear Frame, you can use Gear Frame's own effect to detach and use it as a free extender as well. So Therion, amazing. For the true choo-choos, this hurts because I typically am playing these at 3 in most of my decks because I avidly play actual trains, so this is a little bit different for me. So cut these down to 1. You can search them typically pretty easily with River Stormer or get access to whichever one you don't draw. But again, both work pretty optimally at 1. This is by far, this thing is golden at 1. I don't know if you could play more, but apparently I only needed to play 1. It came in clutch so much this weekend. The best thing with this that people don't know is you can search it with Urgent Schedule. Oftentimes your Anger Knuckle is in graveyard, and if you're drawing Urgent and your opponent, or if you have more of a board than your opponent, you can send Urgent to search any machine. It doesn't have to be an Earth machine, so you can search any level 10 machine. And so you can search Jizukiru very easily in this deck, which comes up a lot. 3 Ash to round off the monsters.
Yay, Ash.
Yay, Ash.
Good all over hand traps. Did Ash feel not very impactful this weekend?
No, I liked Ash a lot this weekend. I played 3 Ash and 2 Imperm, but no, I mean, big welcome. There was lots of times that Ash,
I keep hearing about all this Labyrinth, but I haven't seen any of it.
I played 2 Labyrinth. One was actually the guy that got the round 9 feature match. He was super awesome. Both of the guys I lost to, right after I lost to him, got the feature matches. So if I would have beat either one of them, I would have gotten to be on stage. So shout out to both of them. They were awesome to play. But Labyrinth was a pain in the ass this weekend. Beat 1, lost to 1. 3 Heavy Forward. Card's great for just searching whenever you get ashed. It's also easy to side out, so I often found myself potentially siding out too. But card's just a consistency factor. Also, actually, a big thing with this, being able to reattach to your Dora or any of your machine monsters makes your Zeus that much more lethal. So this actually does, that secondary effect does come into play, because Zeus is a pain in the ass. 3 redeployment. This is the 1 card win. If this card resolves going first, 90-something% of the time you should be fine because your board is insane. You're getting your entire loop through, but this is what kind of sets everything off. Whenever this resolves, you want to search Machina Gear Frame and then Citadel, and then everything goes off from there naturally. 3 urgent schedule. Unfortunately, I only won 2 dice rolls this entire weekend. One of them was my very last match, and that was the only 2-0 I had the entire time. So you can't ever expect to win every dice roll. So you have to play some going second cards, but I did only win 2 the entire weekend, so thank God for urgent schedule. My one spicy play that I can say I had with this, I did get to go first 1 game, and my opponent was playing Labyrinth, and he popped my what is the rank for? Gear Gigan X. And so he had a monster with Labyrinth, and I had no board going first, and I was able to drop Urgent Schedule going first and completely continue copying off. And he's like, you're not supposed to be able to do that. It's like, not at all. 2 talents. Card obviously can win games. I did not play Thrusts. I have them, but I just seemed like having the card that you needed as opposed to searching something seemed a little bit better. But Thrust would be good because obviously there's a little bit more targets, but I just did not play it. For the 1-ofs, 1 Duster, and 1 Called By It. This card, all 3 times I saw it, it stopped a Droll, an Ash, and a DD Crow. Each time was amazingly impactful. This card, pretty hit or miss. I don't know if I'd necessarily play it, but I do like having some sort of back row removal main decked, so it is there.
Easy stuff.
Yep, and now on for the true MVP of the deck.
Let's see those skill drains.
Skill Drain Turbo. This is literally my favorite trap card in the entire game. I've been screeching this from the mountaintops for years now, but this card's busted. All I asked for Konami was to give it to me to 3, and then I asked for them for an ulti, and then they printed it in an OTS ulti. So
Still hasn't been put back to 1. I don't know why.
because me, I guess. But no, this deck carried my ass through like 5 of my matches. Pearly absolutely buckles under it. So again, I love the card. I know it's degenerate, but also when you're playing rogue stuff, you got to be able to balance out the matchups. So 3 of those, 2 Imperm, and then the 1 Overdrive. This card's amazing, just being able to reshuffle back your tunneler, so as if Pot of Aversing wasn't broken enough, being able to do it twice. If you have to do it twice in 1 match, you should theoretically be winning.
Let's see this saucy extra deck.
Alright. I'm glad you said saucy, we got some misprints in here. 3 Goliath, nothing's going to change about that. I've seen some lists that play 2, but I like 3. Just the Link 1s are broken in this game, and so being able to have that type of like ability to combo. 1 Anger Knuckle. This boy is my bread and butter. Been playing him for years, but one of the best train cards. We got a Ballista and Platinum Gadget.
Easy stuff.
1 Genius. Genius I did make once, but these are all pretty necessary for the combo, so none of these change. Genius I wouldn't not play just because of the synergy it has. 1 Girgan X because he, again, part of the combo. Some more sauce for you on the misprint side, but River Stormer and Earth Slicer. I did switch or choose him over the rank 9. It's like at Blathnir, the wind machine guy. Reason being is Brutal Dozer locks you into earth monsters, and so turn 1 it's a lot harder to, you can't make it because the other one's a wind. That came up once this weekend. My opponent nibbed me, and I had Citadel in Grave. I was able to push through the nib and make this guy. He doesn't have to only destroy monsters on your opponent's side of the field. So I actually detached 2, destroyed this and my opponent's nib, but it triggered my Citadel turn 1, so I was actually able to get my Citadel live on my first turn, which again, that typically shouldn't happen. So this actually had a lot of value over the wind one. For the actual trains,
Yeah, we know what these cards do.
oh yes, these are my babies.
Good stuff.
1 Gustav. I did Gustav 2 people in time over the weekend. That's part of the game now, but Cowboy on Crack, it's so bad. But I never made the second door, but god damn it, I love this card. It's such a nice safety. The 1 Zeus, just because you got to play the Zeus. I didn't even know there's another Zeus and like the new Zeus card until people were asking about it this weekend, but you could, I guess, theoretically play it. But extra deck is pretty tight for what it's worth, so there's not a whole lot of mobility, but if you can find something spicy. They need to unban Cyberstein so I can keep playing that again in trains. That was my favorite. Alright, and then for the most intense side deck you guys have ever seen, 3 Droll, 3 Nib, 3 Dark Ruler, no Runic Fountain, and then 3 Evenly Matched, just because those are all pretty good cards.
Any shout-outs here?
Shout out to Michael, my boy Micah, Ryan, Zeke's, my locals back at home. Thank you, everyone. Seriously. And again, again, subscribe to Barely Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel is all about it. But again, shout out to MCO40 for running this and making it happen. So thank you guys.
All right, thank you.
Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.